Hi, I'm Coach Tori Atchison with Fast Pitch Prep. Coach Don McKinley and I started Fast Pitch Prep in the hopes of sharing our knowledge about the great game of fast pitch softball. Here today we're going to be giving you our recruiting seminar and all the information that we feel is important for you to know and have about the recruiting process. We're going to work our way through several different topics today that will give you the guidance you need and the information you need to make sense out of this very complicated process. Recruiting is something that I've spent about the last 40 years of my life working on, and I want to share as much information with you as we possibly can today. So, Fast Pitch Prep is a company designed to share knowledge about everything that we do with the great game of fast pitch. We do our recruiting seminars. We also offer several other programs, and you can always reach us at the information on your screen if you have any questions about Fast Pitch Prep. The recruiting seminar is something that I believe is helpful because the recruiting process itself is, in many ways, I believe, the most messed up thing that you will ever experience. I believe it's the most confusing, the most complicated, the most difficult, challenging, frustrating, and to some people, apparently unfair process ever. So we're going to work our way through this. Hopefully by the time we're done, you're going to feel a whole lot better. So why is it so complicated? There's several reasons why. Number one, we try to get people to understand that recruiting is not an exact science. It's one of those things that is very much like a beauty contest. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and each coach and each team is looking for different qualities that they find to be attractive. So here's the trick, though, we need you to understand. It is a beauty contest, but as unfair as it seems, it's a beauty contest that really has no rules. When you watch the Miss Universe pageant on TV, one of the things that they will tell you is that they're judging these beautiful women in certain categories. There's the talent contest and lots of other things that are part of the process that they use to determine who's going to be the winner. The reality of recruiting is there really are no rules. So picture yourself being in that beauty contest trying to figure out how to win when nobody can tell you what you need to do to be the winner. The thing that is most important for you to understand is that if we're looking for fairness and looking for something that makes sense, recruiting is probably not a great place to look. Another reason why this process is so messed up is the college coaches and their challenges in recruiting. I use this slide because I think it tells a tale for how college coaches feel. Once upon a time, when you went to the circus, they did this circus act where one performer would be spinning a plate on a stick. And as the show develops, they get further and further in, and he's got more and more plates spinning. And then he's running around the stage like a crazy man trying to keep them all spinning. That's how I think most college coaches feel. And when we think about what the plates symbolize, is they symbolize why recruiting is complicated for that college coach. Think of each plate as a player. So each college coach already has a roster, let's say 15, 18, 20 players on their roster. So that's 20 plates that they're spinning. They have kids that are incoming that are going to be freshmen next year. Let's say they have an incoming freshman class of 5 or 6 kids. That's 5 or 6 more plates. And then they undoubtedly will have players that they're looking at and targeting further on down the ladder, deeper into high school ages, and looking at all those players as potential additions to their roster. So when it's all said and done, most college coaches are spinning probably 25 to 30 or more plates at one time. So for the college coach, it's a very complicated process, which then translates into adding more complication for you as a player or parent trying to make sense of the recruiting process. If that college coach is having a difficult time planning for the future, sometimes it's because you never know when one of those plates is going to come crashing down on the stage. And when that plate comes crashing down, that college coach is going to have to figure out a way to keep this act moving. So they grab another plate and they start spinning it, but while they're looking for that next plate, another one might come crashing down. So they're running around on that stage like crazy people trying to keep the thing moving forward. Okay? So the college coach is part of why this process is so complicated. Hope you enjoyed that introduction into the recruiting process. You can purchase each individual video or a package of all 4 that will give you insight into each aspect of the recruiting process. Check it out at fastpitchprep.com.